Alright everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders. How is everybody? Happy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Thursday? Happy Thursday? Happy Thursday. Sound check, sound is good. Alright everybody, welcome to the Trader Psychology Series Part 3. Or 3 or 5. Yes. And then we start all over again, I believe, if there are no other slides or lessons. Alright everybody, yesterday you had this picture. Okay, it's every day something new. When trading is not going well after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, where is a good place to look? Inside us, right? Hopefully you're coachable to the level that you accept that if you are not consistently profitable after 5 years, that you are not learning anything. Alright? And some of you yesterday, of course, hello Sam, how are you? Some of you yesterday, of course, got offended, you know. And this is normal, it's alright. And today we are going to talk about the ego, everybody. Ego is our biggest enemy. In the advanced course too. You know? Does anybody know what means ego? What is ego? You have somebody says, oh, you have an ego problem. What does this mean? Everybody, ego means that you believe in your mind, you believe that you're right. Always, and you're right 100%. Make sense? If someone corrects you and you feel offended, then you have an ego problem. I think we should look for our ignorance. Well, choose, of course. Knowledge. What is the opposite of knowledge? It's ignorance. And Fibo and Nietzsche are barking like, oh, it's Bitcoin again? Bitcoin again? Well, we're going to check Bitcoin later, right, everybody? So here is why some make money and while others lose. So what is the unsuccessful egocentric thinking? But before of this, let me show you a slide from the institutional trader course. Give it a second. There you go. Do you see this one? The Greeks or whatever. And the actor Matthew says the same. If someone corrects you and you feel offended, then you have an ego problem. This is the ego problem. Long story short, I'm right and all of you are wrong. Alright everybody, this is an ego problem. God knows I had an ego problem 20 years ago. God knows I had an ego problem 20 years ago. I was like this guy, the Greek one. The Greek or ancient Rome, I don't know. You know, long story short, I'm right and my mentor is wrong. Okay, everybody? So, why some people make money, why others lose, when the reason is the egocentric thinking. So this is for you to think about yourself, alright? I had an ego problem, yes sir, big one. Okay, I can relate to all of this. So when I had no, today not anymore, right? You cannot make money if you have an ego problem. Why not? Because when somebody corrects you, you are going to start to defend yourself. Make sense? You won't say, oh, this makes sense, thank you very much. You are going to defend yourself and prove you're right. Okay, I don't want, you don't need to tell me anybody. Okay, you can tell, but you know, most of you are going to be quiet because you don't want to expose yourself. That's okay, I understand. I had an ego problem 20 years ago. Next one, it's arrogance. You know, it's arrogance, it's me, me, me. I'm the man. I'm the trader. I am this, I am that. Arrogance. You cannot learn the advanced course if you are arrogant, everybody. Arrogance is the opposite of being humble. Does this make sense? I'm going to tell you in the advanced course, that I promise you, until you are going to be focused on the money side of trading, you are not going to learn anything. Because you're going to worry about yourself, about your self-image, and you are going to worry about what other people think about you. But because you're arrogant, the opposite of arrogance is humble. You cannot be arrogant and humble, everybody. Make sense? If you're humble, you're going to say, all right, this makes sense, or this might not make sense, you know, but the boss is telling me, so he must know. He has the number, so I should listen, right? If you're arrogant, and I was arrogant, God knows I was arrogant 20 years ago, so I was uncoachable, you know, and this was me. Okay? Apathy simply means that you don't bother what people tell, you know. Coach tells you don't do this anymore, these losers are not acceptable anymore, and you don't bother, you know. I was not that much irritability, I was not that much in this one. Anger, I was not that much in this one. Depression, I was not that much in this one. Alienation, I was not that much in this one. Resentment, maybe. And indifference, maybe. But the big one were those two. Defensiveness and arrogance. But you could have other one, you know, if you are irritable, if somebody sends you, you get, you know, if you explode. When somebody corrects you, if you explode, you have an ego problem. If somebody corrects you and you get angry, you have an ego problem. They're trying to help you. Depression, I would say no, you know, I don't know what to tell here because I have no experience. Alright, everybody? So some things to think about is the ego. Alright? If I need to choose one, well, arrogance. Somebody's asking, not on YouTube, but on the other streaming platform, boss, between all of those, which one is the most important? If you ask me, it's arrogance. In my opinion, because arrogance means that you are not humble. You are uncoachable. You say yes with the head, but with your heart and your mind, you don't accept it. Does this make sense? No, there is no right or wrong. Okay, everybody, talking about today we're going to talk about, so yesterday we talked about the mind step number 2, the need of always being right, the problem of taking losses. This means that you are not accepting the risk. Today it's mind trap number 3, creating false expectations. Psychological concept to internalize, we need to have or create real expectations. Talking about trading and making money. In our modern world, let me ask you a question. On YouTube, Sam, hedge fund trader Sam, we're having fun, all right? Just a class. Hedge fund trader Sam, what is your? Everybody listen. It's for all of you, right? When you come to the advanced institutional trader course or whatever, what is your expectation talking about time? When do you think that you are going to be managing $1 million or euros? Type in the chat, I'm curious. You can type in 1 day, you can type in 1 week, you can type in 1 month, you can type in 5 years, you can type in 50 years, you can type in 12 months, there is no right or wrong. What are your expectations of you become a professional trader managing millions? There is no right or wrong. What are your Sam is asking what means by alienation. This means that you're better than somebody else, Sam. Alienation means that you're better than a group, you're better than the other person. So in the advanced course, you are going to be part of the group on Skype. There are already 17 student traders for this year. And if you have the alienation issue, this means that, oh, I'm better than all of those guys. You might be just starting out, but you believe, it's similar to arrogant, but it's, you are comparing yourself to others. Arrogance means that, it's that you are always right. Alienation, this means that you must have the last word, and what other people say, it's worthless. Makes sense, everybody? I'm not sure about that, but the minimum 9 months. Very good. So, what we must internalize, we need to have real expectations. In our modern world, there are a lot of false expectations. One of the false expectations is that our IQ or diploma or graduation or MBA or doctorate degree will help us make money in the financial markets. We talked about this yesterday. Some of you got offended. Don't get this personally. Unfortunately, in the financial markets, whatever that is the stock market, options market, or the Forex markets, these things are not going to help us. There have been countless examples of doctors, lawyers, architects, and other successful professionals entering the area of financial markets because they thought that if they were successful in their area, their job, then they're also going to be successful in the financial markets. I'm an authority of this. I have a lot of those guys. There is a reason why incidence of failure of those who try to become professional traders, it's 95% or 90%, whatever, worldwide. Among all the people who will try to live and earn an income from the Forex market, only 5 to 10% succeed. That's the reality, everybody. The numbers don't lie, so we need to create realistic expectations. For example, it's not going to be easy, that we are going to make mistakes along the way. That will take some time. Everybody, did you know that there is a 90% failure rate all around the world? Stock market, crypto market, Forex market. Did you know this? Hedge fund trader Sam, did you know that 90% don't make it? I have a better number, everybody. For the last 7 years that I've been an active traders coach, in 100 of you guys and girls, in a set of 100 students, 20% of you never finish the advanced course. I have the statistic, those are my numbers from the last 7 years. 20% don't finish the course because of the cat, because of the wife, because of the husband. Somebody's going to blame the government, somebody's going to blame even God. 20% never finish the course. From the 80%, listen to this, this is the most interesting part. From the 80% who finish, only 20% become the big money producers, managing $1 million accounts. Only 20%. 80% finish the course, but they become what I call pizza trader. Boss, what is a pizza trader? A pizza trader, it's a professional trader. Alright, he or she lives from the markets. You know, they're trading like everybody else. Alright, but at the end of the month, they can buy pizza with the money. Not a Lambo or a Ferrari. This is the statistic, everybody. So think about this, because you need to create real expectations. Alright? A lot of you guys who enter in the advanced institutional trader course, you enter with false expectations. And then you get stuck and depressed. And the last one was Chago. You know, I had a class with him, this was 1 year ago, and said, oh, what's wrong? Oh, you know, it's taking a long time. I said, sure, of course. Of course it takes a long time. But I was thinking, see, when you say I was thinking, but I was thinking that this year I could quit my job. Nobody's going to die, right? But creating false expectation is going to hurt you. I heard about that this makes me in doubt of success. But trading is a learnable skill. See, everybody? Does this picture now make sense? Everybody is like you, Sam. I'm doubt of success. Does this picture now make sense to you, everybody? The technicals are the same. The risk management strategies and the Fibonacci mastery, and you finish the course, you have the same technical knowledge as I do. Boss, teach me more. I don't have anything else to offer you. So we have the same technical knowledge, but someone is going to be the big money producer, the rich guy. Somebody else is going to become a pizza trader. Does this picture make more sense, Sam and everybody else online? Boss, so you are trying to tell me that this depends on me. Exactly. Exactly. Let me show something, another thing that is very interesting. If you go to the Advanced Institutional Trader course, It has 486 slides, see? It has 486 slides. I had one student, it was only one. He finished the course in 8 months. He didn't have a job, he didn't have a family, no kids, he didn't have a girlfriend, he was just, yes, this is an extreme example, but just to explain to you, he finished the course in 8 months. It was so focused and learn and humble and everything, you know. Now, most of us, I'm in the category most of us, we finish the course between 1 year and a half, maybe 2. This is what is the general population, the average Joe, you know. But then you have Marcus, 9 years. See how this works? But this is a learnable skill. Sam, listen to this, Sam, and everybody else. Okay, and you have the recording. I guarantee you, everybody, I guarantee you that if you are going to do what I'm telling you to do, I guarantee you, you have the recording, you can call me out. You guarantee it. Yes, sir, I did. I guarantee you, if you are going to do what I'm telling you to do, if you are going to do exactly what I'm telling you to do, then that you are going to have the same results as I do. Would this make sense, everybody? Everybody has doubts about success. And I'm here to help you, and I'm telling you this is a learnable skill. You can learn this 2015, 2016. It's a learnable skill. You can learn this. And I also guarantee you, if you are going to do everything that I'm telling you to do, you are going to have the same result. Make sense? 4K, long time no see. So when 80% of you become pizza trader and you don't have the same result as I do, what's the reason, Sam? And 4K and all of you who have doubts, which is super normal. You want to add to the pile. You want to invent hot water. You know, I give you a proven Fibonacci strategy, time tested and proven, but you want to add something to the pile. You know, you want to make it better, you want to improve the strategy, or you want to make your, I mean, there is no right or wrong with strategy, but I guarantee you, but when 80% of you become pizza traders, what does this mean? What does this mean? Boss, this means that they didn't listen to you exactly. You got it. Exactly. If you can be coachable to the point that you don't need to be perfect, but if you can be coachable, I guarantee you, if you won't be coachable, then no course is going to help you. Does this make sense? I don't say, do you agree with me? Does this make sense to you? When we delusionally start to think that we can study how to trade the markets and how we will get rich within a year, we are creating false expectations. Look around you. Check out of those that are supposedly trading for a living, ask them to show you the real accounts and see how far they have progressed and how long it took them. 4K says, yes sir, but I watch and rewatch your lessons here on YouTube. Got a lot to learn. This is my favorite part. I can miss the psychology. Wow, congratulations. Me too. I love psychology. Everybody, when you go to Darwin X Zero, and I'm telling you, Douglas got funded, Chago got funded, Vincent got funded, Mattia got funded, Yanis got funded. All of those guys are in this course. All of those guys are in this course. All of them are in this course for more than 2 years. All of them. They got funded, they got the money, but all of them are more than 2 years. So talking about false expectations. I'm going to get rich within 1 year. No. No, I mean, I'm rooting for you, hopefully, yes, right? Everybody, you are smart, right? What is better? What is better for you not to get angry, defensive, arrogant, apathic, and depressed? What is better? Is it better for you to expect that you are going to be a millionaire trader in 5 years and then this happens in 2.5? Or is it better for you to expect in 1 year and you are in year number 7 and you are still not the millionaire trader? Which one is better? What's better? This is a psychological trick for you. Make sense, everybody? People who don't finish this course, alright, student traders who don't finish this course, it's because they have false expectations. They believe that, oh, I'm going to have a Lambo in 1 year. Well, maybe yes, but maybe not, right? Make sense? I'm rooting for you. I said, well, I wish you that, yeah, sure. But when I look at numbers, you know, everybody, what is my job as a coach? My job as a coach is to tell you numbers, alright? 80% become pizza traders, 20% become the rich money producers. I have those numbers. If you can make it in 1 year, well, I'm rooting for you. I'm not against. And again, look around you, check out of these that are supposedly trading for a living, ask them to show you the real accounts and see how far they have progressed and how long it took them. One day one of my friends asked a brain surgeon how long it took him to become a brain surgeon. 16 years. So the question is, if everybody knows that it takes 16 years to become a brain surgeon, then why do people think it will take a year or less to become a successful trader? Sam said, oh, we are ignorant. Yes. If every profession and every college and every faculty takes 4 years, to become a brain surgeon it's 16 years, why people believe that they're going to have a Lambo in less than a year? See, everybody, how this is Don't judge yourself, you know? This is why we have this kind of conversations. Boss, thanks for opening my eyes. I had false expectations. Excellent, very good. If you can accept that it's going to take you 1.5 years, 3 years, 5 years, you know, and you start this course with the expectation that, you know, what is the best expectation that cannot hurt you, everybody? It's called whatever it takes. Whatever it takes is it's the best expectation. I'm going to do whatever it takes. If it's going to be 20 years, so be it. Boss, but I don't have 20 years. It's a concept, it's a mindset. I didn't mean 20 years like real. But when you start this advanced institutional trader course with this expectation that you are going to do whatever it takes, this is quite different from, oh, I'm going to get rich in 1 year. Not to mention that if everybody knows that it takes 16 years to become a brain surgeon, why do you think it's going to need you 1 year? Boss, but aren't you going to trade with me? This is another story. This is another story. This is a course, and we're talking about expectations. Me and you trading together, it's something completely different, all right? Don't mix apples with bananas. We're talking about you, everybody, not me. And the goal is for you to have the Lambo, not me. Does this make sense? So you need to get in line your expectations. Ali says Madoff scheme passed at 82 years. Ellie, would you be so kind and be more specific? What are you talking about? I don't understand the... I don't understand the link. Remember, trading is one of the last mind games. There are few professions that are more challenging than becoming a professional trader. So be careful not to create false expectations. Everybody, trading is considered the last mind game. Being a trader in the financial market is one of the most rewarding professions that you can get around, but it's also one of the most difficult ones. Are you willing to challenge yourself, says the slide of the advanced course. Why? Because the financial markets are upside down in so many aspects I cannot tell you. What works in the traditional environment, in the traditional business, doesn't work in the financial markets. All right, everybody, we have time, right? Let's go on the next one. If you have questions, everybody type in the chat. Otherwise, mind trap number 4, the need of having control over things. This is especially challenging if you are an engineer. If you're a mechanical engineer, software engineer, whatever kind of engineer, you guys are very good at your jobs, but when it comes to trading, you have big issues. And I know what I'm talking about. I have a few engineers. They are going to get there, but they're struggling. Oh, I need to know. Oh, I need to understand. Oh, I need to know this and this and that. How can you know you are? How can you know what is going to happen next in an unknown environment when nobody can guarantee you anything? How many of you need to know that your strategy works? I'm telling everybody, Fibonacci has a tradable edge. Fibonacci is a tradable pattern. On the daily chart is going to win 7 times out of 10. You are going to lose 3 times out of 10. You know? And you go to the Fibonacci Mastery course and you know everything and anything about the Fibonacci in the markets. You become basically a Fibonacci master trader, but you are doing poorly. You don't trust the strategy because you need to know more. You need to have to control over things. How can we get our hands on your book, sir? 4K, or you open an account with DarwinX0 with my code, it's FXBoss20, or you got it for free in the advanced institutional course. It's for free, doesn't cost you a cent. Ali says, boss, you heard about Madoff the Ponzi? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But again, I cannot... Talking about psychology, how can... Teacher Ali, teach us. What is the point? What are you trying to say? Mind trap number 4, the need of having control over things. Psychological concept to internalize. Having control over things, it's an illusion. And if you are married, if you are married, you know what I'm talking about. Having control over your wife or your husband, how does this work? If you have cats, having control over things, how does this work? If you have children, having control is an illusion. How does this work? We have a need to control things, right? You need to know how tomorrow is going to be. And your subconscious mind and homeostasis wants and needs to predict tomorrow, right? It's normal. Because we learn early in life that in order to succeed, we need to have control over external factors and life in general. We usually learn this concept as we grow up, and the truth is that we actually do have some degree of control over our life. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to be hungry anymore. I do have control to some degree. So when we are young, we are trained to study hard enough so we will have good grades. We also learn while we are young that we can manipulate people to a degree, even when we were babies, to get those things we need and want. You are a small baby, you start to cry, mama comes around and you got milk, breast milk. You just manipulate the mama, the mother. When we become adults, we enhance our leadership skills that also give a certain degree of influence. Everybody, don't mistake influence with control. You can influence your wife or husband, but for you to tell me, oh, I'm controlling the wife or I'm controlling the husband, this is something different, right? Feeling and thinking that we are in control of something gives us the feeling of security, everybody, and the feeling of being safe. This is the program. That's normal. Everyone likes to feel that they are in control of something. Me too. Because feeling and thinking that we're in control of something gives us a feeling of security and the feeling of being safe. As we said, is one of our primordial impulses. It's a program being installed in the subconscious mind. It's a mind trap talking about trading. However, all these are merely illusions. Ouch! Of course, we can influence people, we can influence meetings, we can influence the relationships, we can influence the outcome, but to state that you can influence the market, can you influence the market, everybody? Yeah, I know, the smart guy. I love you. The smart guy comes around. My bad. For you to say that you are influencing the Forex market. The smart guy says, yes, you can. Yes, you can influence the stock market. And you can influence the crypto market. Right? If you are the owner of 51% of stocks, then you can influence. My bad, thank you very much. But talking about the Forex market, it's a 7 trillion per day. Not even central banks can influence the market. Alright? So to state that we have control over the outcome, that's a completely different story. So one more time, I got sidetracked, everybody, I'm sorry. However, all these are merely illusions. Of course, we can influence people, we can influence the meetings, we can influence the relationships, we can influence the outcome, but to state that we have control over the outcome, this is a completely different story. You might get the promotion, or you might not get the promotion. You don't have control. You don't have control. You can influence, but say, oh, I'm in control. I would think twice. Just to clarify, what are we discussing here is the difference between influence and control. When you say you have control over something or somebody, that means that you are 100% certain about the outcome and about the result. In the case of the markets, we are clearly shown time and time again that we have no control over any moves in the market. Furthermore, aspiring traders often lack patience and want to control time, which is even more elusive. Again, the market can and will clearly demonstrate this. Never forget, everybody, the market can do what it wants, when it wants, for how long it wants. In the end, we must humbly accept that we do not have power over the market. No power. You cannot control the market. You cannot influence the Forex market either. Now, it's the good news. There is one thing which we have absolute control. That's correct. Ourselves. We have control over how we think, and as such, our brain gives us the ability to exert complete control over what we do, and with practice, control over how we feel and act on those feelings. This is where I'm telling you, trading, it's a learnable skill. Make sense, everybody? We can control ourselves to the point that we learn strategies and follow the rules, learn about ourselves to the point that with time I'm not sure what is the quote, that with time, professional traders don't think. They just execute, everybody. Make sense? This is the good news. That's the goal. In the Advanced Institutional Trader course, you have control over yourself with time. With the correct expectation about time, you can learn this. It's nothing special. But you need to learn how business is done, how money is made in institution. Make sense, everybody? Most part it's upside down. Okay? Like the strategy is not the holy grail, and it's not about the strategy. Just an example. Hard work doesn't work. It's another example. Quality comes before quantity. It's another example. And so on, and so on, and so on. The strategy makes the money, not the trader. It's another one. Money, listen to this one. Money is a consequence of a well-executed strategy with an edge. And money should not be the reason for you to enter the market. And so on, and so on, and so on. 4K, I'm writing a new book. It's going to come out next year on Amazon. The title is going to be One Trade Means Nothing. Wow. It's true, one trade means nothing, you know. You make one trade, it's a winner, you believe that you're God. And you make one trade, you know, and you have a losing trade and you believe that you are a piece of beep, and that you're not going to amount at anything. One trade means nothing. Moving forward, everybody, in trading this is important because instead of trying to force the market to go in a particular direction, which we all agree is impossible. What's impossible? Trying to force the market. Professional traders know that one thing they can do is wait for the market to position itself the way they want. So you are not controlling the market, you are controlling yourself. You are playing chess with the market. If the market does this, I'm going to do that. If the market does that, I'm going to do this. If they don't find an entry level or an entry setup, they wait or find another opportunity. This is where we have control. Remember, we must have control over ourselves and stop deluding ourselves. And if you don't believe me, ask your wife or husband that we have control over other things. Or if you have kids, everybody, if your children are teenagers, ask them if you have control. And if we do not have control over ourselves, the game will be lost before we even start. This is Sun Tzu, right? The Art of War. We don't have time for, oh, tomorrow it's the big one. Tomorrow it's the, I cannot say the B word online on YouTube, but this is the suffering. I need to make money. I'm here for the money. Money is not money in the financial markets. Forex course 202, the institutional trader course. All right, everybody, that's enough for today. Think about ego. Okay, think about this slide. Think about this slide. All right, and don't judge yourself because I don't have today, but I had ego problems. Alright, think about you. This was me 20 years ago. The ancient Roman or the Greeks, I don't know, but anyway, this was me 20 years ago. I was telling my mentors, long story short, I'm right and all of you are wrong. Mentor says this strategy is going to work from A to B, and I'm telling the mentor, oh, I'm going to prove you that this strategy works with the C too. Long story short, I'm right and all of you are wrong. Right? 200 mentors. Now I'm going to go into the nose of some of you, and I don't care, because you must learn that if somebody corrects you and you feel offended, then you have an ego problem. 200 mentors are going to tell you that smart money bullshit concepts are a hoax, that they don't work in the Forex market, to be specific, but you are going to still prove me wrong, you know? Listen to this, everybody. I have a student from Australia who is trying for 5 years to prove me wrong on the smart money bullshit concepts. I told him this doesn't work, it's a hoax. I explained to him why not. But after 5 years, now he's still... I mean, not judging the guy, you know? This is the program, right? Not judging anybody. I had an ego problem. But 5 years, you know, we are getting old, right? Alright, everybody. See you back tomorrow with the number 5. Until tomorrow, stay strong and think about the ego like a boss.